Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to That's So Bro Season 3, episode number 50 overall with my good friend Amanda Amrasek. Hi Amanda. Today we're talking about something very valuable. What would that be, Amanda? What's valuable?
This is very formal. We're doing friendship.
Friendship it is, and we have our very long time childhood friends. We have Mr. Wajira Jr. and Geshika, what you call her. Hi, Miss Geshika, who's someone who we talk about a lot in the podcast. If you watched our previous episode, she comes up quite a lot. So she's a Takshi character. Wajira hasn't come up much, has he?
Well, due to technical difficulties, Vajra has come up one time.
So Wajira, there was an episode of Wajira, and Takshi lost the voice. It was a whole Little Mermaid thing.
We will find the voice and put it back and give it to you guys.
It is all a Little Mermaid thing. All right, Gesh, we'll start with you.
No.
Hi. How do you know us? Why are you our friend? And why are you still our friend?
That's a good question.
That's a good question pointed one way.
What do you mean?
So answer.
Okay. I got to know you guys through Damascus.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah. She's doing great.
I can't.
You have to give her more information.
You have to give her the information? Okay. So you met us in Dhamma school, and then why did you choose us amongst the 150 boys that were there?
I don't know.
Was it, were you grooming us?
No.
So tell us more, because you're way older than us. Why do you pick two younger boys to be your friends?
3.
You guys are just one. I mean, Vajra is just 1 year younger to me.
Is he?
Yeah.
Really? Are you?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, and then?
I think we had five or six of us, but I think we
This friendship is the only one that stood the test of time.
I love that Gesha's nothing.
Gesha's
nothing to
I
say.
I'm on Gesha's side now.
All right. Well, Vajra, what about you? I think Vajra will have a great perspective of this friendship. Tell us about why you chose us and why you're still friends with us.
I think we kind of gelled in really well at the Sunday school. We all had we were not there to study, first of all. I mean, except for Gesh. She's the professor, PhD in our religion. And of course, we were there to enjoy a good Saturday, for sure. And we really did.
After a stressful week.
After a stressful week of
school. We like to unwind on a Saturday.
Yeah, just wind down Saturdays for us. And we did a lot of extracurricular activities like Bhakti Geet and stuff. I think that's where we all gelled in really well.
Oh yeah, we got to know each other properly.
Because we were all prefects, right? We all were prefects, right? Head prefect, deputy.
So all these stories are at the end. I'm going to tell you what the beginning was.
Okay.
Very, 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 very beginning. She was not even in the picture.
Yeah.
She was hanging out with the cool older people.
Right.
This guy was very, very young. So he was in another picture.
Right.
It was you, I, and Yasiru. I think Oshada was there. No, Oshada was also with him.
No, Oshada was with him.
Oshada was with him. Then there was a guy named Senal. So we used
that's my middle name.
No, that's not Senal. And there was the guy who she recently said that she fancied. What was that dude's name? But not that dude, the small fellow. I forget his name. Anyway, so all of us were one group, and there was another. There were random dudes like there was a guy named Chandima and all that. So we used to hang out quite a lot, and that was the beginning. And then we saw this guy somewhere, and I don't know, he flipped. He joined. Jump parties. He came to us.
Again from the prefects, the Perahara and all that.
No. This before prefects.
I was a friend with you.
We did a play.
Oh, that's
yes.
We did a play.
The Angulimala. Nalagiri.
You were an elephant.
I was the elephant.
You were the elephant. Yeah, he was the elephant.
I was a I
was a rock.
That makes sense. And casting. That casting director is awesome.
I was like,
Oh shit! Yeah.
Were you Nalagiri?
Yeah, I was there. Me and
You were the
another guy.
elephant's
I
ass,
can't
the
remember his
elephant's-
name. Who was it?
as a
Oh,
guy.
Oshada.
No, show the game after.
Because there were two of you, right? One
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
front of the elephant, one was the ass of the elephant. Which one were you?
I was the front. I had a helmet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had the
I
helmet.
mean, the helmet could have been the butt also. I mean, have you
No,
seen
in
costume
this
design?
case, the helmet was the front with the
One of them.
track.
Right, okay.
So in that, still she was not part of it. It was then the
She
three
was
of us.
still hanging out with the.
She
cool,
was still hanging out with the
older-
cool older people.
Right.
the big-
Once
big
the
ones.
cool older people graduated, there was a void that Gesh couldn't fill.
Oh my god.
That is the time when we went for Bhakti Geet. And then I remember she was looking after us because my mom was like, these are small kids, can you look after? And there was another lady whose name I think about, what is the
It's a lot of thinking.
There's a lot of thinking to do. That lady and her, and there was one more couple of. So they used to look after us while we goof off quite
I
a
don't
bit.
remember any of this.
And then that's when we started bonding with her, and the other her. And she has split personality. I mean. And that's when we
Is that
glued.
bad? Okay, right.
That's when we glued. And after that only we got the prefectship and all the cha duties and the sweeping duties and
Choir duties.
Gate duties.
gate duties.
Gate duties is awesome.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
So yeah, that's the beginning.
For the people who are watching, you want to tell them about gate duties, huh?
Gate duties is where you stand at the gate.
That's it.
Yep.
The security
Just
guard.
screen people and just walk.
What time now? Okay. Go inside.
So we used towards the end of our tenure at Dhamma school, we had to close the gate at a certain time.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember that.
Really?
Yeah.
Like 8:30 or something. We were asked
Sharp
to
8:30.
we had to close the gate. So I think you, me, and you used to stand inside, and everyone's just standing outside.
Yeah.
And we used to be like, "You're screwed.
You're screwed. And the parents, they're like, Arinda Bobo,
yeah.
Arinda Bobo.
and these are like fancy parents, right?
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, make a good arena, I'm like,
You guys are making up stories. I don't
No.
know any of
You
them.
were not
That's
a
like
gate.
you were a gate duty.
You were not
all
gate
were inside.
duty.
You
You
were
was
handling
inside cleaning
Doing what we all
poultry,
doing, yeah.
sweeping the trees, and I don't know, whatever.
Why we were doing gate duty? That's a good question. What were you doing?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't remember.
You
I
know
don't
what she
remember.
did? I know what she did.
Yeah, tell us your story.
Go to a corner, Linda Langa Sangame, but no Linda. Well committee. So all the information, that time no proper internet even.
Right.
So that was the first 5G fiber-nectic information exchange center.
Wow, okay.
The corner.
Right.
Gesh was the modem. The other girl was the fiber
How long
optics.
have you been waiting for this podcast?
So all the information is happening there, and
Right.
then after that, Gesh will be like, she knows everything, and then
Ah.
we just know only the gate thing.
Right. We just know 8:30, close the gate. Right.
Yeah, so we've been through a lot, and this friendship has kind of stood the test of time. I mean, how many years now, approximately? We went to the same school also.
Five.
We went to the same school.
Yeah.
I ran into Buddhima.
Oh yeah, she's also someone who we hanged out with back in the day.
Yeah. I think she's a teacher at NIBM now.
Yeah, and yeah, so I think how many years now? 20?
25.
25.
More than 25.
More than
Yeah.
25.
So
Yeah, Geshika's like 75
everyone
years
who's watching this show today, please put in the comment section how
old.
old
Don't
do you
hit.
think
Geshika hits, okay? You count how many times Geshika hits me today.
No, we're asking the audience to guess Geshika's age. Because back then also she was older than us, now also she's older than us. And it's 25 years, so...
She was literally our teacher at
She's
some point.
26. I got you, bro.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, so once Gesh finished all her studies in Sunday school, she came back as a teacher. And I know 2 people here who went to those classes. Oh yeah, you did. Oh yeah, you do. Me on the other hand, I was terrified. I went once and she kind of told my mom. And then I never went again.
Why did she tell your mom?
I don't know,
remember
ask her.
any of this.
She's that person who butter mothers
No.
to get favors.
What-
Like
What sort of
favors in the sense.
What sort of favors
Sorry,
from
I
your
misword. I
mother?
misword. I misword it. To be in the good side.
Ah!
That's what I meant.
Hondalamaya.
Hondalamaya. She
Hondalamaya.
wanted badly for my mom to see that she's a good kid.
Right.
Everyone was scared of your mom.
No. Scared and trying to get to the good side are two different things.
No.
Scared. Trying to get to the good side.
We were avoiding conversations.
Yeah.
You were creating conversations.
Oh, Yashan's mommy.
You were like the iceberg that hit the Titanic.
Not the other way around.
No, the other way. She was the iceberg.
Right. Here.
Hit me. So that is why I didn't attend classes with you all after that. But I ended up finishing and getting the whole thing.
Yeah, see?
So
Good for you.
Thank you, Gesh.
Yeah. If it
Good
weren't
job.
for you, he'd be hanging out with us and
Yeah.
we'd probably be a lot closer.
Thank you, Gesh. Thank you.
You didn't complete? You did? No.
So, what experiences have you had in this friendship so far? Why do you think you're still here? That's my question. You never answered it.
Because you won't let go.
I mean, she let go of many times.
Sometimes, Yashan, there are things that certain people in
Can
this
you let her
group
answer, please? Please let her answer. Okay, you think about the answer. I'll go to Vajra.
Please.
So, why, after all these years, now we are given the backstory and all the things, the friendship still, why is it still there? What has kept you?
I mean,
Other than the gelling fact.
the fact that since childhood we had a lot of we made a lot of memories together. We did a lot of things together, right? Like starting from the Sunday school. We went to the same school, but we connected more at the Sunday school, right? Then all of us did so much activities together. We need to remember Miss Gertie, who is actually the reason why we became friends. I mean, you getting into that circle, we losing certain people from our circle, and the reason why we are still friends, we click. I mean, we all have at least one essence that connects to each other.
Yeah.
I think we none of us are like 100% the same.
No.
Not at all.
I don't
Not
think
at
even
all.
20% the same.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see this table, there's some similarities with these three. Spot the odd one.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, at least there's something, maybe a very small thing that keeps
An entire
us together.
chromosome.
So, yeah, I think that's the reason. Except for that, yeah.
You wanted to sit in front of me.
I didn't want to sit next to you.
I think also our families got very close.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Except for Yoshan's family.
Yeah.
No, Yoshan's mom is terrified.
Yoshan's mom is
Yoshan's
also
mom.
okay. Like, she also got...
To you?
Yeah, even to you guys. No?
I mean, I've shielded them quite a bit.
I think that's it.
Okay. I still remember one of those birthdays or one of those meetings at Yoshan's house.
I cannot remember them.
Oh, that.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh,
I'm
my God.
so glad I missed it.
Yeah,
I'm so glad I missed it.
You were not in the country.
No, I'm not in the country.
You were not
yeah.
in the country.
But I hear that story all the time.
You know, that's not a story for the podcast.
If you guys want to know that story, you subscribe to our Patreon that we'll make right after this. There you go.
There are some stories in this friendship that we can't share with anyone. But there are still some stories that we can share. Amanda, what comes to your mind that we can share?
Well, remember how we used to always have prize givings at CIS?
Yeah.
And then at one prize giving, so while we were having the prize givings, and I don't know where you were, you were just missing in action, bro.
So she wasn't that close to us.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
She was in the VIP lounge.
She was in the VVIP lounge, yes, exactly.
That well connection.
Right. I mean, hey man, she worked hard for it. She deserves it. Good for you guys. So we had to do backstage work, which is we had to come and give the prizes to the people who got the prizes, right? And at one time, these prizes, one time these prizes were books, all right? Me, Vajra, I think Purna was a part of it, and Yoshan. And I don't know why they got 4 boys to actually go, you give it to him, you give it to him, you give it to him, you give it to him. But I remember at one point, the author of this book his name was Master Chinkum. And we were so stressed out at that time that just somebody said, hey, look at the author, his name is Chinkum. And we just kept, and this was when, this is essentially, right, this is when the Buddhist TV first came out as well. So this is now publicized
Yes,
on
live.
on live TV.
So
Internationally.
all 4 of us were on stage.
Yeah.
All 4 of us were on stage.
Nobody can stop it.
And we are passing the book. like 50 meters, like no, 50 millimeters apart. It's like, you take the book. He takes the book. He gives it to the next person. Gives the next person, and at the same time, we're vibrating hard.
Just laughing, dude. Like we can't stop.
Oh God,
Tears, like tears were coming out of our eyes, and yeah.
And there was a massive stage.
It was a massissive stage because it was the CIS auditorium.
Yeah.
I remember I spat on one of the chief guests there because I went poo, poo.
The thing was, Ahmad was at that end, so he was closer to the chief guest, and we were closer to the end. And I just remember laughing and laughing. And at one point, I forgot why we were laughing, and we were just laughing because he was laughing. I now only remember that we were laughing.
The thing was, my favorite part was looking at, I think, Vajra or Yoshan, and you can see that they're just tearing.
I was just crying.
Tearing, holding books like that.
Like I'm just going. I'm like looking down because I know there's a big ass camera, and I'm like looking backstage like this, and like.
I don't remember any of this.
You were in the well section.
You were in the VIP lounge.
I was a teacher then, right? I was teaching back then.
Yeah,
No.
so
Yeah.
you're probably...
No, you weren't.
No, you were still a student.
Really?
Yeah. You were in the Lamasari mode.
What was...
What were you doing with your life? That's a great question, Geshika. So great.
So, okay, that's your story. You? I don't think you have any stories from our friendship much. It seems like you
Taking care of you, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. I remember you tying my sarong a couple of times. You seem that now she can't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, I told you. That's like the first...
But that's a great question. What is your favorite moment of us?
Can you tell us your first memory? First memory of us. Because I want to know how far you remember this friendship. Your first memory of us.
First memory was that play. We had,
But
we
still we
used
were
to-
not friends then.
Yeah, we were not very close. But I think I remember celebrating your birthday at Barista.
That is well after. That was like towards the end.
Barista is like our
Yeah,
go-to place.
that was our go-to
that
place.
really was.
That
So
was
I
like towards the
remember, Then,
Not towards the
you
end,
guys
like-
remember...
No, that was towards the end. Like that was like we were all leaving Dhamma school.
Oh yeah, like
and you guys
After
remember
midnight.
having Dhamma school in our school?
Yes.
Oh,
That was again in the middle. Yeah. You
Oh,
were like
yeah.
jumping timelines.
we
Wow.
The question was, the first question is, what is your
What do
earliest
I-
memory of
no,
the
I don't know. I can't really think of...
What's your first memory of him?
first memory of me? Okay, let's make it simple.
She can't remember.
I can't remember.
She can't remember from yesterday.
The first memory I have of him was we cracked some joke, and that I can't remember the joke, but I just remember you cracked it and I laughed and someone else laughed, and then this bugger walked into that thing and he's also laughing. He doesn't know what the joke is. He's just
I just really want to fit in because they were the cool kids, you know what I mean?
he's laughing and then I'm like, what's the joke? And then he's like, I also forgot. And then we laughed again. That's like my very early memory of the three of us hanging out. Like we were buttas. Like I think we were shorter than this woman at that time.
You were never short, man.
Bro, you thought I was born like this?
You were never short.
You thought I was born like this?
No wonder his mom's so angry.
She's still recovering. My brother just fell down. Yeah, so you have no stories to share. Thanks, Kesh. What about you, Vajra?
She's thinking.
Yeah,
pal.
we'll give you time.
You take your time.
No.
We'll catch up
Take
on
your
the
time,
next
take your time.
episode.
We will do it next episode. Like just you.
I remember me and Amanda were Nilame for.
Yeah.
I think that's where we started bonding.
Yeah, you, me, Johan, and Yoshan.
No, I was
Sanchita.
No, he was not.
I was not Nilame for
You
that.
remember Sanchita?
Yes.
Where are these guys, man?
You, me, Johan, and Sanchita.
Yeah. So I remember like we were the Nilame, so I remember my father trying to get this suit done from Candy, and it was really so small for me, and his suit was so well done, right? We had to get our own thing done,
Yeah.
the Nilame suit, right? And so our head Hamduru was like my suit was so small. I felt like I was wearing a body fit Nilame suit, right? It didn't fit out, right? And so he didn't want
You were
to
doing
put.
body fit before we were school also. You were doing body fit.
Yes,
before
and then
school, yeah.
this is the time when the military was more involved in the temple and stuff, right?
Right.
So there was more media and all that. So the Hamduro set up the standing formation, and they put you. We were like close then, right?
Right.
We then like put you in the front, and they put me right at the back. because my suit didn't get, my mom was so upset about it. Right? I was like, it's cool, man.
It's a walk is a walk.
Yeah, walk is a walk. But when we were going, I eventually was standing right next to you. There was no queue or anything. We were just drinking milk packets, and we were just.
That Pereira started together like this, and towards the end it was like that.
Yeah.
So I was the flag bearer in this period.
Oh, that makes sense. There you go.
So I was right in front, but due to some unavoidable circumstances, I was not allowed to be in the front.
Why?
What do you do?
We did stuff in the middle of the night,
What did you
and
do?
my white suit was no longer white.
Ah.
So we spent the night that day.
Right.
A few of us, because you guys, I think, were Nilamez, you all didn't spend the night.
No.
And
We came there around 2 or 1.
No, we were there the whole night. Yasiru, me, there was another guy named Manava.
Manava, yeah.
We went and rang doorbells in our nationals, and one bell we could.
Dude, I did that as well
Yeah,
with you guys.
but that
We
was-
went to their embassy.
Yeah, we rang the embassy bell.
Yeah, so I was there.
So he was
That
there.
his name.
But you were not wearing national.
Ah, they were kids. What are you gonna do?
No,
Because that was the time you were.
because I remember we went to this particular embassy in the same
Yeah.
road. We were standing on those
The
That,
poles,
pillars.
that
Yeah,
wasn't. That
we were
wasn't
dancing
Pereira,
on the
man.
pillars.
That was Pereira.
That was not Pereira.
That was Pereira.
That was Katine.
That was a Katine.
That is
No, that was
Katine.
Pereira because I was a flag
Are
bearer.
Katine has the Pereira, no man?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, we're really good at
yeah,
religion, huh?
yeah.
So I was supposed to be the black.
That's how much we learned.
Flag bearer because the suit was all brown. They put me right at the back, and that time you all were Nilamez in that one.
Yeah, we were Nilamez. But I was there, I remember.
You were there, you were
We-
there.
I
we
don't
were.
weren't you in Nilame?
No, I was in Nilamey 3 Pereiras later because there was a guy who was having feelings for someone in this table and wanted to connect with that someone, and I got the chance to be in Nilamey.
Hey yo, I'm so sorry. We need to explore that story. What?
I also couldn't follow the story.
So there was a senior individual who had
Oh, yes.
Okay.
who had a emotional attachment with not you or me,
Okay.
and wanted to get closer with
Thank you
someone.
so
Similar
much.
hairstyle, bro. Similar hairstyle.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Someone wanted to get closer with someone in this table, and because of that, he was like, "Do you want to be Nilamey?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I got to be Nilamey because of that. So thank you, Gish.
Props to you, man. That's your first. From now on, that's your first thing, memory.
And the sad part is, I never got her to talk to him or anything. So
Oh yeah,
It
all
was
that
a-
work and nothing. Some you win some, you lose some.
So that was the only time I was in Nilamey. But other than that, the Pereiras were fun. We did you decorate bikes and all in the night?
Nah.
Nah.
Shit.
We used to
We,
help
we
kids.
were the
We live in
Nilamez.
Nilamez, bro.
We used to help kids decorate the
We
bikes, the
VVIPs.
lights.
That
So-
work needs to be done by the time we get there.
So that's why we were there the whole night. So we did all that. We got the kids came with the bikes, and they needed help with the lighting and stuff. So we did some, things that kids can't do
Right.
with wires and cables and batteries and all that. And it was fun. So we did about 3 Katines, I think.
Yeah, so I think we are mixing 2 Katines because I remember the nights we spent like going around ringing the bells, going to the embassy, dancing on those things. Yasiru was there.
Yasir was there.
Yeah.
Manav was there.
He-
Manav,
I
I
think
assure
he
you,
was
I
the
was-
first
I
guy
was
to have a
He
phone.
wasn't
We
there.
were
He
playing
was
music
never
on.
there.
he wasn't there.
I was never there.
No, you were not there.
This guy by 10 o'clock is home.
Was
I had to go to sleep.
Was it
Oh,
you and me who had
You
the
were
Hamdrus
there.
Dani? We stole,
Right?
like we sneaked into the.
Oh yeah, we shouldn't talk about that. Takshi, please write that time down. we really shouldn't talk about that.
What? Okay, fine. Off grid. What happened?
No, we'll tell you after the podcast.
If you want to watch that bit, it's like
Got carried away with the stories.
Subscribe to the Patreon. Yeah.
But again, I feel like this friendship has stood the test of time because the ability to forget and forgive. And
Yeah.
when
okay.
somebody
I'm like that. I like that you look that way. You said
when someone needs something,
Yeah.
you are always there. And she's sometimes there. Yeah, I'm playing with you. You're also there sometimes. What do you think is that? What do you think? Do you agree with that?
that we've been there.
Like
Yeah.
most friendships don't last this long. Why have we lasted this long? That's the core of this podcast today. We're trying to figure it out.
I would say when I was having, because I was very shy, and I was like Gesh said, I was quote unquote the good boy in normal school, and that I was an absolute loser. That's why I was a good boy. When I had a crush on somebody, she was the first person I told. Right?
She didn't tell your mom.
No, she didn't have
So it was
that,
just
that, was,
for-
that was something against you,
Yeah,
bro.
I don't know. I don't know why.
I was good, boy.
I can't say anything. She's like, Auntie.
No.
Auntie. You're shy. You're shy. And I'm finished.
But you still friends with her?
I don't know.
I do that to you now. Not back then.
Oh, it started back then.
No.
You just can't remember.
The trauma continues.
This woman can't remember anything. Did you even...
No.
Did we drug her?
It's been one phantasmagoria of just like, and over here.
So, like, in a couple of years, like, we'll be like, hey, remember we did this podcast? We're like, no. There was a podcast?
No, wait till tomorrow. Huh? Did we? No.
Who are you? Why are you talking to me?
I think that's one of the reasons we are friends. She doesn't remember anything.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No. She remembers some things. And some things are brought up at times.
like
Things that I, don't plan on talking about, and things that I hope she doesn't remember at this point.
I remember that
Like you not coming for my wedding?
I didn't come for any of her weddings.
No, you came to my
You
wedding.
came for...
Shush, man. Just shush, bro. Just let it go.
All right, so...
I have not made to 50% of the weddings here, and one of those is mine.
So, why this friendship has lasted?
So Geshka I was close to because I needed somebody to talk to, and I always saw Geshika as like an elder sister. I got close to you guys because I thought you guys were really cool in Dhamma school.
Oh,
to be completely fair, you were a national level karateka.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so that was pretty bad. Like walking with having Yoshan walk with you as like a bodyguard.
Bodyguard, right?
Bruh. People would run away.
And Bajira?
Vajra was.
Yeah.
You remember how in Friends everybody understands what joy is?
So no. I have a magnet for cats.
Right.
But when I say cats, I don't mean cats.
You mean Vaj. Right, yeah.
I'm so glad his wife is not going to see this episode.
Of course.
Buddhini, if you're at home, we
Love you.
and cherish you. You are a great wife. But I hope you don't watch this episode. She's not here, by the way.
Nope. But yeah, man, I saw you guys as the siblings I never had. And I think that's why I was close. And I used to always look forward to the Saturdays as opposed to the rest of the week. Because I remember I felt very seen and heard unnecessary. It could be that because I was the head boy, I had to be. But it was also that we had our own little bonds going on. Outside of Geshika trying to screw you over. I think that's what brought us together. And I remember, like, especially we used to go hang out in 3 different places. 2 I can remember very well. Third one was arbitrary. It was generally somebody's house, but it started with barista and or dynamo. And the Viharama Devi Park, that you get the small roundabout, where I think that was the first time Yoshan got a car, and he would just go in circles and circles and circles.
So
and
what happened was no one was deciding.
Circles and
That's right.
circles and circles.
She remembers that.
That I
Hey! So what happened that night was, I'm like, where are we going next? Where are you going? Where am I going? Where am I going? So I was like waiting till someone tell me where to go.
I'm telling you, it didn't happen once.
I remember the first time. The second time I did just for Arthur.
Right, yeah.
I was like, first time I did it for real reasons. Second time, I can do this.
Yeah, man. I think that's where a lot of people fall off because a lot of friendships are very superficial and it's also very circumstantial. You have college friends. During college, you're friends. You have school friends. During school, you're friends. But outside of that, yeah, everybody gets on with life. But I think it's the fact that we always made it a priority to at least try to find a way to hang out. Like, we see you once in 4 months or whatever it is. We all live in the same country outside of that and nobody else meets up outside of that because it's loyalty, right? That's why you don't meet up, right, Geshika? Okay, that's what I fucking thought. But we do make the effort to always be there for the other person when they need us. And I think that is what really speaks more than anything else.
And when I speak with people from abroad, right, and we talk about our friends back at home, so they'll ask, how long have you known this person now? And I'll be like, yeah, as you said, 25, 30 years, I've known this person. They're shocked because they don't talk to their school friends. They don't talk to their childhood friends, like they just make a friend and then when the time period is over, they just move on to the next. So I don't know. So I don't know if that is healthy or this is healthy. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Getting along with people is fine. But I think if we call this a friendship, then you're doing a disservice to, if you call that a friendship. Because this has been, I'm 35. If this has been there for like...
Don't say, they'll know Geshika's age now.
Sorry, I'm
15.
15. This is I've been a part of this for as far back as I can remember. So, and I can count you guys as a group and as a collective and individual as well. Like I've bonded with you guys separately as well. I think that is what really counts.
Yep. Anything from you, Wajir?
I think we can't weigh the difference between a long-term friendship and a new friendship, because I think it's all about the bond. Like sometimes we might disconnect for a short while, and we connected. It's like, oh shit, we were back like from yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, it's because we have this chemistry, right? We know each other's flows, we accept each other's flows, we know that if I want to speak to someone, I can reach out to you guys, vice versa. And I guess.
And also we were at Vajira's bachelor, so the things we saw there really made us friends forever.
Yeah, things you guys made me do.
Yo,
Hey,
I was a good boy. I didn't know shit. I was picking up pieces.
you guys
Hey, Buddhi,
made
how's it
me
going,
do
bro?
what I have to do at my bachelor's.
Sorry? Sorry?
It was you two who actually plotted the whole thing.
I was in a corner.
But you guys picked me up from home.
You have to understand.
We picked you off the floor, bro. I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
have to understand. Vajira's other friends who came for the party were already kind of not in this realm when we started the bullying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Right.
So it's your fault.
This friendship is over, right?
I don't know if it's fault, but it was great. And after the things we saw that night, we can't really stop being friends. I mean, the things we did and saw that night, even Buddhini will never see and experience.
Hey, but then how's it going, bro?
Kesh, how was your bachelorette party?
I jumped on the cake for that.
Where is this conversation going? I thought we were talking about friendship.
So we want to know about your bachelorette party. How did it go? Because we just talked about his bachelor.
In Geshika's bachelor party, so now in Vajra's, the three of us were there.
Yeah.
In Geshika's, only two of us were there. I jumped out of the cake.
For my bachelors, you were, I think, flying and you were also not there.
I was up abroad.
Yeah.
Shut up, Geshika.
What did that?
Geshika's like, you're not there for most of our things. So yeah.
But he's there for most of the important things.
Oh, Geshika.
What do you mean?
Is he sweating?
Say the most important
Hey,
thing.
talking.
Yes.
Okay, so the most important thing is
Closer
I
to
know
the mic, please. Mic.
we don't speak to each other all the time. Like you said, he comes every 4 months.
That's not why we don't speak to each other, Geshika.
No, but still.
Closer to the mic, please.
But still, I think.
We want to get on record, yeah. Why don't we hang out with Geshika? This is all, just so you guys know, this is all a plot to get Geshika to fucking spill. Why don't we hang out with Geshika?
We do hang out. It's not that we don't.
I'm on the get the mic
But
closer to her.
only.
Why did you put mic? Good.
Okay. So only thing is, we really don't need to meet.
We don't need to meet.
Every now and then. Even if we meet every 4 months or 6 months, I think we still can start a conversation where we ended.
That's a lie. Please go meet your friends.
Please meet your friends.
Please
If you
meet
ever
your
need to
friends.
speak to your friends, meet. Especially if you're a guy, you need to meet them once a week.
No, see.
Yeah, sure.
No, if you can meet your friends every now and then, it's great. But
just
now,
so you guys know, we live 5 minutes away from each other.
Oh, yeah. And we have offered to pick and drop also.
yeah, but
true.
only thing is, with time, you have responsibilities, you have, so you have work, you have responsibilities. With all that, it's very difficult, right?
You're making us sweat, bro.
I know. It's generally the other way around, where I make you guys.
See, that is grooming.
That's bad.
That is bad. Don't say that out loud. People will take it in the wrong way. And plus, Vajira's wife is here. She wants to know what you did. What did you do to make Vajira sweat?
Probably yelled at him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, many times.
Yeah.
Yes, many times. I've hit him. I've yelled at him.
You hit him.
Yeah.
He likes that.
Yeah.
I like.
I don't know
Not that type of it. Yeah.
What type of it are you talking about?
I think that's what makes us so
Yeah.
so close to each
Child
other.
abuse, yeah.
Dating. Like, one more, please.
Geshika is that parent that after a while stopped being scary.
Yes.
So whenever
Count down, I told you.
So whenever I explain my relationship with Geshika with my other friends, I always say she's my second mom.
Yeah, that's about right.
She doesn't remember any of the things she has done, but she kind of nurtured us when we were younger. I mean, as I said, grooming.
My goodness, the amount of every time we have something going, a stupid thing, we go to Gesh for advice.
Yeah.
And things like.
I mean, sometimes she'd
It's
use
not that we
advice
listen
before.
to it.
Sometimes the advice is shit.
And sometimes the
So we
advice,
not listen to it, but it's just that we go there.
We wanna be heard,
We
right?
just want to be heard.
and sometimes
Geshika was a therapist.
the advice is before you ask for advice also. Like pre-advice, pre-vice.
Malli.
It's not Malli, it's Mallu.
Mallu. Yeah. I remember. Now we're all reminiscing. Nice. So, now we spoke about the good. Let's talk about the bad. We'll start with Gesh now because, I mean, we gave her fourth place every time.
Right.
What's the worst thing you can remember about this group of friends?
You can point a specific individual if you want to. There you go.
So, Zay.
Worst thing that I think sometimes you go overboard.
What do I do?
And especially when it comes to roasting.
I completely agree. And I've been a part of this podcast.
And also, I think, I mean, that's Yoshan in general. He doesn't think before he acts.
Or
He
talks.
acts or talks, and then only he starts thinking.
Hey, it's your mom.
So, I'm the worst part of this friendship.
Well,
You can't take it back. Don't take it back. We have it on record. Tell me more how I'm the worst part of this friendship.
no, it's not you're the worst part of it.
It's that you're the only one that picks on her so much that she cries.
You cried.
No, I
Yeah, she doesn't cry. There's no tears there.
I don't cry.
Yeah, she don't cry.
I yell.
She don't cry. She don't cry. Hey, AC switched on. Wow, that's crazy.
The AC's crying.
This is correct.
But I do remember a time where Yoshan ticked off Gesh so much that Gesh just stopped talking to Yoshan. And to find out if Geshika is still mad at Yoshan, he would call me and I would have to call her. And then she said, yeah, I'm still mad. I was like, okay, that makes sense. I call Yoshan, I'm like, yeah, she's still mad at you.
So at one point it was a seasonal thing.
How was it?
Yeah, like it happened like for like 3-4 years. Every couple of months she's mad at me, and I had to.
What was the last mad at you episode I remember? I remember what is it?
What is it?
What
Yeah,
is it?
you
What
should
is
remember
it?
whatever
What
that.
is it? What is
Were you
it?
there?
The thing is,
But she's not there.
No.
She-
What is
No,
it?
She was there. She was there.
That's
She
our
was there.
first memory also.
Yeah. She was there.
Terrible.
We were
terrible
just
first
loud
time.
and we were
Yeah, dinner.
notorious.
so since then,
Not we.
Since then-
he was loud.
oh no, I was the only one. I'm sorry that you remember
No,
it
no,
that
no.
way.
He
I
was
think
the
we
only
have to.
one.
No,
we
the-
kind of fueled it, right?
The
We
three
kind
of us
fueled
were
it.
loud. I'm
No,
sorry.
not Amanda.
No, no.
I remember Amanda
good
being
boy.
No. This
One
is
the
what,
good boy.
You cannot say anything because you have zero memory. What you say now has no validity. And since that day, I'm glad Geshika has changed. The three of us are still the same. You take us to anywhere, we're going to shout. And she has learned to adapt.
No, it's like tolerating capacity has increased. You know.
Right, yeah.
I
I don't think we've met after that. Also.
That's why we did
That's true. Now, these are the responsibilities
Oh,
and
yeah.
the things that came up. She's just simply avoiding us.
So a simple summary of that night. We wanted to meet after a long time. And with our stressful lives and really hard, day to day, we wanted to let go steam. So usually when I hang out with these guys, I just let it all out. And they also let it out. And we let it out different ways. We laugh, we shout, we bully,
We burp.
We burp.
Right.
We burp in the sense he burps. But we have a really good time.
Exclusive.
We have a really good time. Like
Right.
those meetups are legendary. Like we tend to be very loud. Okay?
Right.
Yeah.
That night, Gesh is like, I can't go anywhere else. I can only go to Water's Edge for
So
some
you
reason.
know Geshika recommended this spot.
Yeah.
Right.
Before we went, we told Gesh it's a bad idea.
Right. Again.
We told her.
Again, Geshika recommended it. All right.
We
We're
told
like,
Gesh
why- who like goes
it's
to
a
Water's
bad
Edge?
idea. That seems like a fancy place. I don't want to go to a fancy place.
Right.
I said it. I remember. She's like, no, we'll go there. I just want to let go steam. We went to the place. I saw Vajira, and we were like, ah! Amanda was also there. Ah! She came a bit late. By the time she came, we were already loud.
Right.
She sits down there like, oh my God, my boss is here. My this is there. My
No.
this. Some client of yours.
I kid
No,
you
no,
not,
no,
Gesh,
no.
that is almost exactly what
Yes.
No.
So, Your memory doesn't count because you can't remember. You said someone from your work was there. You said
Yes,
some
yes,
boss
you said
was
that
there.
someone from
Your
work.
Some
boss
boss
was
was there.
No, you guys were loud about the workplace. I said not to mention the workplace.
Nothing like that was
We
said.
didn't
No,
mention
no,
the
no,
workplace.
no.
We didn't mention anything about the workplace.
We didn't mention the name
Not
of the
you.
workplace.
I very well
Her
remember.
boss was there.
Her boss was there.
This
Your
is going to
boss
be
was
the
there.
next episode where we're going to be quiet for a few
Please,
months.
You cannot remember anything. This is 3 people saying what happened. Your boss or someone was there.
Are you mad?
Okay,
And
okay,
that
you were
triggered-
lying then. Then you were lying about that.
Because
day.
that triggered me.
So either you're a liar or you're dementia.
Because why would I make
Or both.
why would I make fun of your workplace if your boss wasn't there? Tell me. That doesn't make sense. The moment
you were
you
very loud about the.
I was loud about everything.
Yeah, you
That's
were
also
loud about the organization. So I.
The
said
moment you
not
said boss is here, organization to make fun time.
to- No, if my boss was there, I would have gone and spoken to him, right?
No. I think a
but-
client or someone.
Client,
No,
boss,
no,
someone from the
no,
office was
no,
there.
No.
All 3 of us remember you saying that. So please, Gesh, you can't even remember our first memory together. So really, your memory is soup. 3 of us remember you saying someone from the office was there, and that triggered us to make fun of the whole thing.
I can't remember.
I'm
That's
just-
true.
there you go.
That
That's-
is true. Very good. That's true. 100%. Yeah.
And then we were having a great time. We were laughing. We were all having a great
I wasn't
time.
having.
This
a
is
great
also one of the
time.
first few times Wajra's wife joined us for an outing. So this is more or less first impression time. But yeah.
And she was also laughing her ass off.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
She was having a great
We
time.
were all having a great time. And then we look at Gesh, she's like,
Just like,
that face she has now. Then after that,
she's cracking more knuckles than ever.
so then we decided to leave the place and we went to your place.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
For
Yes,
pizza.
we went to.
And then we still had a blast and my wife was also there. I remember Jay being there.
Yeah, you got blasted
was it?
from.
Yeah, Jay was also there.
Okay.
She also had a great time.
Right. Yeah.
Everyone had a great time. The only one person didn't have.
Aww.
Who was it?
Aww.
Who was it? I can't remember.
Yeshika's boss was
We'll
there.
ask Takshi.
Yeah.
Takshi, who didn't have a good time? It was Gesh Taksha.
What?
Yeah, so that's what happened. She said someone from office was there, or boss was there, or client was there, or someone, and we thought we could.
The thing is with Yoshan is he just needs a bit of fuel. He has fire. He just needs to know where to target it.
Yeah.
And if you say don't, that means he just sees do natter, and then it just goes do natter that way.
And we trigger it really.
Yeah,
And we were so good at it.
Yeah, so most of the things that have happened where I do
Do natter stuff.
Yeah, so it's either you
Yep.
triggering me. I think sometimes you and I we do things together. So.
I'm just
Yeah, he's part of the team.
I'm just
He's
part of it.
This guy is never the part of it, but he is the reason for it.
This bugger triggers us and says,
I'm the good
I'm the
boss.
No. In the background, he cheers. He cheers. He cheers.
he winds us up much.
And then I have another friend called Nishan. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's also like you.
Okay.
He will feed me the fuel and then he disappears into the He disappears completely. He's not even in the scene. So when the punishment happens, he's like, Nishan, no, where's Nishan? This MF will watch.
The point of being an arser in Smashang is to watch the building go up in flame. I don't understand what was wrong with that.
This MF will watch the whole thing, walk away, and be friends with everyone.
Diplomat. Man, and that was the time Yeshika stopped talking to Yoshan for like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Or
That's long. No, 3
No,
months.
no, not that.
It
3
was-
months.
It was close to a year. I mean, my hearing came back.
It was really long.
Wow, that long?
It was really long. It was a lot of. Is Yeshika still mad at me? Hold on, Mashan.
Yeah, no?
Yeshika is still mad. Yeah, okay. Right.
And we were trying to do the peace talks in between as well, right?
See, we did good.
Yeah, we did.
Good job.
You? I don't remember.
No, I was asking him to talk to you.
Ah, yeah. I remember him calling me and asking. He's like, Masha, Yoshan needs to speak to you. He knows that he did something wrong.
Did he though?
I had to get this group back together, bro. I was really bored.
I feel like Yesh was at fault there.
That's for the next episode.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah, so, but, I mean, still, if you hang out anywhere, we're pretty loud, I feel.
Did you say loud?
Yeah, I mean, we still hang out anywhere.
We are loud. I mean, wherever we go, even in another 10 years, we will still be so destructive to the entire space.
Barista has asked us to leave several times.
Yeah. And people make like even the It is, so Barista and Dynamo has been very tolerative, I think. The way
Oh yeah, remember Yoshan used to like put ketchup on like the tables and shit.
That wasn't me.
Remember Wajra used to put ketchup on
Yeah.
tables and shit?
I used to do that.
Oh, that makes sense. One fucker used to put ketchup on the table for some reason.
Yeah,
And then another one dropped the drink. And it was like all juice and ketchup and. Yeah.
one day I was wearing
she's
a
gonna be
sarong
like, I
to
don't-
Dynamo, right?
Huh?
I was. Can you remember when I came down Sri Lanka for a holiday? I went in the sarong.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Your brother was there.
Yeah. The picture's still there.
Yeah, that picture's still there.
All right. So your worst memory of this group?
I don't know if I have.
Oh, there's another worst memory.
I don't have a worst
A
memory.
celebration.
Why? Oh, that's a worst memory?
Yeah.
What is that?
A
Yeshika has something.
birthday a birthday celebration?
Tell us
Where?
more.
That member of this group is not there.
So tell us more.
No.
So why do you bring it up?
See, instigator. I learned from her.
Why do you bring it up? Please tell us more.
Teacher.
Amkesh. What is that event? Tell us more.
Yeah, I can't remember.
You brought it up.
I take it back. I take it back.
You can't take it back. Takshi, don't take it
No,
back.
you can't take
I
it
take
back.
it back, Takshi.
No, you can't take it back.
You
What's
can't
the
just
story?
say something and you can't just tease us with something and just walk away. Tell us, Gesh, what are you talking about?
Nah,
Without blushing.
Without blushing.
I'm not blushing.
All I remember was that something happened and Gesh told us to walk away. What do you remember from that incident?
Oh my
Exactly
God.
what you said.
Yeah.
I remember you saying the same thing.
What do you
I
remember?
can't remember.
That's the right answer. That's the safe answer. But I remember I'm not sure if I pissed you off. I remember I pissed Yoshan off. Yeah, I don't know if I pissed you off. No.
No.
Yoshan, for some reason or the other, I introduced to the kid at Dhamma school as Kalwaya, and he just did not like that.
Yeah, so I was bullied a lot in school.
I don't know. I meet you once a week.
I haven't pissed you off, right?
I don't know. It's difficult to get me pissed off, so it's not like you can't just do something.
You say Kalwaya?
now I'm okay.
We were just equally notorious.
Yeah. We did silly things together.
Yeah, silly,
Yeah.
stupid things. Yeah,
I think it's a school thing. No? It's just a bad school.
probably.
I don't think it's a school thing either because very few are silly.
In school, everyone's
In Dhamma school, everyone was supposed to be that too.
we were different. We were a different breed.
That's why they sent me Dhamma school in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. But advice on people who want to make friends.
Advice to people who want to keep a friendship to last this long.
First of all, how to make friends.
Go say hi. Yes, you can't remember.
No, so be yourself. Do not judge.
Yes, you're the
Be
most
very-
judgmental person I know, Gesh. You're the most judgmental person I know.
No!
Yes.
She is the most judgmental.
Yes. Oh my God.
I know you can't remember.
Not when it comes to
When-
I still remember your
No.
first stand-up comedy show at the Fox
yeah.
Den. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda, you're not hanging out with that person. No, you're not hanging out with that person.
Okay, you have to understand. You have to understand. There is an outside person that Amanda brought to
Yes.
watch the
For
show.
the first time, right?
When I throw an event, let's say a birthday party or some dinner or anything
You were there.
that,
You were almost there, but luckily.
that,
Luckily, it's more permanent then.
that I organize, the first person I'm worried about to think is Kesh, because Kesh is going to be like, ew, this place is gross, ew, this place is bad.
and
I
we have-
always call and ask, is this venue okay for the party? Yeah, is it okay for the place doesn't clean the balls before, and all that? And she'll be like, I don't like that place. Because she's
She
the
won't tell you where she wants you to go.
Yeah.
But everything else is bad. To be very
No,
frank,
but when it
up to
comes
this
to-
date, Geshika has hated everybody I've dated.
That's because
With-
you've
with
got
the-
such a bad
with
choice.
she just hates it.
You've got such a
Really?
bad choice. right
Every
now. Not
every
everyone.
single one of
Everyone,
them.
I think.
Every
Not
single
everyone.
one.
Really?
Here, Pang.
All right, so other than being not judgmental and be yourself, what are that?
And-
I think
a
it's
liar,
about-
apparently.
No, it's about the trust and being there for your friends. Yeah.
How were you
Little
there?
things.
How were you there for Yoshan? You picked his sarang up. That's fine. How were you there for Ajra? Oh, hey, you.
Stuck there for Vajra. Yoshan, I think
I didn't ask
after
Yoshan.
Yara, no, I think after Yara we got very close, right? After
I mean, Kavi's great.
Kavi's, of course, is great.
Kavi is dope.
But
Like,
Almost forgot, but yeah, he's also great.
you have to understand that Kavi's vibration, I believe that all of us have a vibration. If you are a certain hertz, you're a certain hertz, I'm a certain hertz, she's a certain. The three of us, our vibration is closer to Kavi's vibration. Her vibration is the opposite side of our vibration.
So why are you guys even friends with me?
That's why we're asking you. We asked you, you didn't have an answer.
So why are you guys?
Why are you friends with her?
Yeah, why are you
I
friends
kept-
with
He called you his second mom. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
you were like my second mom. You looked after
She
us.
forgot that, man. She just moves on.
And still she don't talk
Keshika,
about
I think we should all go to the doctor's after this, Keshika.
we are your friend because you looked after us at some point in our life, and we feel like we owe you that we want to look after you now.
Oh.
Like we want.
It's like, how you taking
That was such a scripted answer, bro.
That's why it took so long to come 1 year later, sir.
I don't have a script. I don't have a book. So we are friends because we kind of like you, and you're special to us. But when we ask why you want to be friends with us, you're like,
I don't think there is a reason. Like, I don't think I can come and say, you know, I'm friends with Amanda for this particular reason, or I'm friends with Vajra for that reason. I think it's that chemistry that we have, it's that trust we have. and-
Yeshika got left out of her other group, so she had to fill a void.
No, I don't have much,
Any other friends?
no, I don't have much friends. My circle is very close.
It's a
I have
dot.
you guys, and then like another couple of no. I have another couple of very, very close friends, and that's it. I try to keep my circle.
You know, the
very
day
close.
I knew Geshika liked us,
Tell me, Yasha.
when she was super sick in the hospital. Not this time, like a couple of years back, and we walked into the room and she lit up.
Oh,
And I was like, she likes us.
When was this? Oh,
This was just during. So this is just during when you were just after giving birth. I think you got admitted again to the hospital for something, or just before.
Just visiting.
yeah,
Before.
Just before, and
I
you
don't
were
think after.
you were like
after was the reason.
you were like super sick, and Kavi called us. You didn't even tell us you were admitted, and then when we walked in, you were like, and then we walked in. You were,
Sorry, could you get closer with that?
yeah, so that was the point where I thought, oh, she kind of likes us, even though she acts like she doesn't.
And it took you, what, 30 years to figure that out? Okay, fair enough.
Like she cannot express why she likes us, but she likes us.
Yeah, I don't think I can give a reason as to why.
She's
I
the
like
manly
it.
one in this group.
Fair.
The beauty is like we can't justify why.
Why? No, it's
like
very
we.
hard,
It's,
How
it's a-
convenient that he got an answer for you.
I was the one who gave that answer.
No, I get it.
Oh.
No, it's mine.
All right, Vajra, first memory of this group.
What's Amanda?
She hit me 3 times now.
And also, how you could make friends now. She said to be yourself. He said to say hi. What would you do to make friends now?
I think just the
Pull out your
beauty of
pants.
it is.
What do you say?
Pulled out your pants.
That worked in like the younger Vajra.
All right, yeah.
Now it's all wrinkled. So
Hey, Buddhi, how's it going, bro?
Budhini always says Vaseline to your gapa.
So yeah, you were saying
Worst
something.
memory. I
Was it
can't
this
think
moment?
of a worst memory together. No, I don't think we have.
All right, skip the worst memory. How to make a friend.
Just be yourself. I think we should not be the finding friends. I think it should just naturally happen. You need to connect with people naturally, right? Sometimes we find a good friend in a complete stranger sometimes. So
Right.
it's like a friendship cannot be defined like this is how you can tick the boxes to be a good friend to
Can you
someone.
pause a moment? Do you two want to speak?
No, I hit Geshka and now her shoulder hurts.
Can you talk about it after the podcast?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Vajra, continue.
Go for it.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that's hitapamba. So the I think you can't tick a box saying that this is how you can have a friend. It's all natural. Like I said, we are 4 completely different characters, but we connected so well. Our families are connected, like how we are so close to your mom, your brother. And you remember the time she invited us to make, she said she's going to make dinner for us, but who cooked for us?
Her mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the food was lovely.
Okay.
Thanks for...
Has Geshka ever cooked for you?
No.
No.
I don't think she even made a cup of tea for us.
No.
No.
No, her mom did that.
Yeah,
And
everything mom.
her maid.
Yeah, that's one.
She comes
Who's
like a
also
mother
her
to us,
mom.
but she can't make a bloody cup of tea for us. No.
She got me hot water once, but the maid boiled the water.
Yeah, again.
Maybe that's something.
What's your point?
I'm just saying so that all the promises for inviting us for dinner and she never.
To be completely fair, what we're trying to, I think what we're trying to get at is you're really rich. So you already have to. Other man, ding, 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 so long.
You notice that the three of us has never offered to cook you because we can't. I mean, we can, but it's not.
We've been to Amanda's house. But
Michelin
again,
star,
I'm
right?
not-
Yeah, like you know,
yes.
when you say.
We've been to Ajura's.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we never offered to cook. He never offered. You have offered to cook.
I didn't know. I have never cooked for you guys.
Like
I
you.
think I've invited you guys for dinner, but I don't think I've.
No.
offered to-
You said it
Multiple
come-
times you said you can cook and you're going to cook.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
us.
you have said
Even
you'll
recently
cook.
also you told me and Jay. You're like, you come, I'll cook, and then it disappears. So. but we-
No. She made the salad.
Oh yeah, I made the salad.
Yeah. Who cut the stuff?
Kavi.
Ammi cut the stuff. You just mixed it. You mixed it there.
Hey, but she did a damn good job mixing it. Right, what do you mix, bro?
See, the bugger always like, you know.
You don't understand that if you hit Jessica too much, she's gonna walk out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Another 3 months of silence. Yeah.
Yep.
Make
But
it
then your shop will be back.
make it 4 months.
4 months.
That's it. That's how it starts.
So,
So
Gesha
what makes you think makes a good friendship?
makes a good friendship. Or how to make a friend.
Or how to make a
How to make a friend is something, as you said, it cannot be forced. The moment you force it, you become that weird, creepy guy, you know. Things have to just naturally happen. You might have to like similar things to click, you know, anime or some movie or hating on the same person. That bonds people a lot when you hate on the same person. I mean,
Yeah, nothing bonds people more than hate.
yeah, exactly. So then also the whole chemistry should be there. So friendship is not something you can force. It has to happen naturally, but you have to go out there to meet people. You can't expect to be at home and be like, friends, come to me, and be like, I'm lonely, I don't have friends. You have to go out. You need to hang out with your old friends, and through your old friends, make new friends. That's called networking, I think. It's called networking, right? So through your old friends, make new friends, and then from the new friends, make more friends. And sometimes it's about bonding and making new friends, and then finding your clique. It takes time. Some people find it earlier, some take longer. But the fact is, I think you need to make an effort to make friends. You can't just sit back and expect Santa to bring you a friend. I mean, if it's a blow-up doll, that's a different story. But a real human friend, Santa can't really help you.
Good point. But let me throw this at you. In this expanse of 25 years, there have been friendships that have come and gone.
Yeah.
How do you deal with the almost mental anguish
When they leave.
when they leave?
Yeah, so I had a very close friend in school, right?
Gesha looked that way, Gesha. Okay.
Like, we were really close, right? So, I think in the 9th grade, because of involvement of a feminine entity, there was some misunderstanding.
Right.
And we said some harsh things to each other. And to the point where he requested to shift classes. Like, we were in the same section, then he shifted to the other section. And we never recovered. Like, we never spoke to each other after that. We never looked into it. And this is a long friendship. This was starting from grade 6, I think, grade 5, and all the way till grade 9. And in grade 9 only it happened. This feminine entity approach and all that thing happened. And I was very mean. I admit it. I mean, immediately after that, the next day I wanted to apologize, but he had already decided not to talk to me. Then a few years went by. I tried to connect a few times. He tried to connect a few times. When I was not having internet, he couldn't reach me, so he assumed that I didn't want to talk to him. When I came back, I tried to reach to him, and he was outstation, so I assumed he didn't want to talk to me. But we met a couple of times afterwards, and it never got back.
Right.
And still, I really regret that. I mean, we were really close. Like, we were sitting together, sharing each other's food, you know. It was a really close friendship, which we screwed up because of someone else. So, if you have a close friend like that and you don't want to lose them, you know, think twice about what you say. And even if you say something harsh, you got to apologize as soon as possible, you know, because sometimes words can have repercussions.
In that, your ego is not worth it.
Yeah. So how to deal with that is very difficult, man. It's very difficult. You can't. It's like a breakup.
breakup. Yeah.
It's like a breakup. I think it's worse than a breakup, because breakup is after some time you can move on. When you lose a friend, bro, it's very difficult. because you cannot find that caliber of a friendship again. Like you will try, but you will not, and it's because of it's your fault, and it doesn't come back. I mean, it happened recently also. A friend of mine, but that of course it's a long story. He had so many issues coming into this, and I tried to force feed reality into his mind, and I guess he didn't want to see it, and he walked away.
Okay. Do you blame yourself for it?
I do. I should have said it in a different way.
Right.
But I'm a no sugarcoating kind of person, and I will tell it straight out. This is what I feel. This is what I think it is. You don't like it. That's how it should be. But I could have said it in a softer way. I could have.
Right.
But that's the thing. When you're friends with someone like me, I tend to be very direct. When I believe in something, I believe in it. And I want you to know this is what I believe in. Whether you use it or not is up to you.
Right.
But you can't get offended by it because this is what I believe in. This is what I believe you should have done. You could have done. It's a different perspective because when you're having a problem, you see it like this.
Right.
And someone else is seeing it from behind or another angle. And I'm offering that perspective to you. And again, I should have done it more softly.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I tend to be like too intense when something like that happens. And if they misunderstand me, it feels like something else. But it's me sharing my perspective. And I can't sugarcoat it. I'm really bad at that. I mean, you saw. With Vajira also, I couldn't sugarcoat anything. Yeah, so, but losing a friend, it's very hard. Takes months, years. Even now you think about that friendship, like, I should have done that. I should have done that. This could have been a big friendship.
So in hindsight, won't it both better for you to work on how you start delivering news so that it doesn't cost you on the friendship?
It is.
Plus also, if a friendship can handle such big events, that means it's a good, true friendship. I think we need to accept each other for who we are, right?
Right.
Now, no matter how.
Keshika's not going to cook for you.
So
Even though she invites us.
Right.
We have our own weaknesses, we have our differences, but we still accept each other, and we have been having this friendship for over 25 odd years, right?
Yeah.
That is because even when we had those episodes where you didn't want to speak, we eventually got back together because of the value of this relationship that we have with each other. So, yes, from your side, from personal development point of view, maybe you need to learn how to sugarcoat things. I was gonna say shit, but and
Shit coat things.
That's what
so
it
you
is
can
doing right now.
sugarcoat shit. And from our side, we need to realize, okay, this is the boku kata we deal with, right?
Right.
So we need to. He's gonna be honest and gonna be telling you exactly what you need to hear. We need to put a pinch of salt into it and take it. It's if I continuously keep complaining about how he says things instead of what he's saying, then our friendship's not gonna last. So if you've lost it,
I think that's
maybe
because you
lost it.
prioritize the friendship over everything else, so that even if there is a slump, it is that two factors want to make it work regardless of it.
I think every friendship is like that. You have to make it work. If one person's slacking off and the other person is just being the friend, it's like a relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to do your part as a friend. I mean, you have to meet me halfway. I mean, if I'm doing all the work, that's not a friend. I'm your slave.
Right. What's the point?
So what's the point? Yeah. So like, hey, Amanda, what are you doing tomorrow? Are you free? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy. Hey, Amanda, what are you doing tomorrow? Are you free? I'm busy. And if this goes on,
That's the point.
at some
Yeah.
point you need to call that friend. Hey, Machang, when are you free? I'm
Right.
sorry, the last few months I was busy. Let's meet up.
Yeah.
Then this friend will feel, okay, he's meeting me halfway. So that is a very, very shallow way of looking at it, but that's the example.
No, but then as human beings, you want to be wanted.
Yeah. So you need to feel that from your friends.
Yeah.
If you're the only one who's arranging things and calling people and, no one's meeting you halfway,
Yeah.
at some point you're going to break. And then kalabalas.
Yeah.
Right, Gesh?
And to be fair, it's not a shot. It's just like Yeshika organized the last meeting. I got you. Right? You called me and asked me why am I not replying? Because Yeshika, that thing. Sometimes you have responsibilities.
Yeah, but
So
at the same
every time I
think-
meet Gesh,
yeah.
just to add to that, every time I meet Gesh, she's like, so when are we meeting? I'm like, I met Amanda yesterday. I met Vajra 2 days ago. When are we meeting? You.
But yes, you were saying.
Yes, please continue.
Okay. So I think, okay, I agree with all of you guys.
Yay!
At the same time,
That's it. That's the end of this podcast. That's
but at the same time, I think if somebody really wants to walk out, sometimes, you know, you don't,
Chase.
not chasing, like sometimes you don't really let go of the friendship.
Healing time.
Circumstances to all that happens, and you know, eventually you don't continue that friendship. I don't know whether I sound
This is some Shakespeare level shit.
Yeah, man.
Yes, yes.
no. No, honestly,
for this.
sometimes you really don't. I mean, you value each other. You know that you guys are there for each other, but then again, sometimes you don't communicate at all,
Yeah.
or you
Yeah.
you completely lose that friendship. That's also okay. I
Fair
So
think you
look,
need
you're
to-
saying losing bad friends.
not bad friends also.
People who don't
Yashan.
want to meet
It-
you
it-
halfway.
yeah.
People who don't want to meet you halfway.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's
it's
technically
okay.
bad friends, right?
Not really. Sometimes
That doesn't really make them bad.
Yeah,
That-
that
it-
doesn't
it's
make
just-
them bad.
They're not friends anymore.
It's just that
It's
that
not that
season.
It's not meant to be.
Yeah.
That
It's-
season
it's-
of their life in your life is over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
that
a good that's a
episode
good
is
way to look
over.
at it.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it. Like a season, like this season, this is the guy who's with me. This is the season, the guy who's with me. You know, that's a good way to look at it. I also look at it that way.
And it's if you are seeing things like that, if you can kind of sense it, it's good to end it in a good note
Yeah.
rather than make it a bitter ending.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I don't know, I've never had an episode like that, but you know, the thing is sometimes I don't want to have my last memory with someone I'm so close as a bad memory. You know, it's I want to say like, oh shit, I remember the
Because
shit
some
we did.
personalities are different, Vajra. I know for a fact.
As
me,
people grow,
Yeah.
the personality is changed, right?
Yeah,
And-
especially like if you take me, it does not mean that I don't value the friendship or that I don't care for the friend, but I might not make an effort. So that's personally. I mean, if you,
That's what's happening.
So you don't like us anymore?
You don't make an effort.
You like me, right?
She didn't
I
even
like-
make an
I
effort
like-
to
She
meet
sat
you.
next to me, so we're good.
I made her sit there.
I don't know what y'all did, but we're good.
I made her sit there.
Not bad.
I don't know.
I'm actually hurt.
Yeah, I
What?
mean, I feel...
Well,
Actually, this is like a mind-opening episode. Wow, okay. Okay.
coming back to this. Have you ever fucked up a friendship?
Have you fucked a friend? What?
Well, yeah, that's the different part of friendship. Have you ever fucked up a friendship? Like messed it up, and it's your fault?
Yeah. I've had a episode. I have one of my... we were friends from kindergarten. We were very close. And I think we were very close until we had our differences. When we were young, but again we connected like when we were in late teens, and I am at fault at one point in that where we made some bad decisions together. We were just young. We made some bad decisions, and instead of accepting the blame where if he also did something wrong and I did something wrong, we just started blaming each other.
Okay.
And then our friendship ended. It, like you said, it was actually painful because as we grow older, we started realizing shit, we both had a fair share of
Memories.
blame, you know. And then we tried, same as his situation, we tried to connect with each other. Like one day I called him and I was like, dude, you know, I'm sorry. Like, and then he was like, no, man, I'm sorry too, you know. But
Right.
and we're like, let's grab a drink. And then he was like, oh, I'm flying next week, so I'm a bit busy now. Then I was like, okay, that's it. I'm not gonna ask him again.
Right.
So maybe there's too much water under the bridge because we were so close. Our families were close, but maybe there's too much water under the bridge. Now it's too late to come back and have a good friendship together. So we just moved on. Now we don't speak at all for the past. It's been a long time now.
But it's clear conscious.
We're clear because I actually made the effort to call him and apologize for the mistake I did from my end, and and then he also acknowledged that he had a fair share. So we felt like we cleared the conscience. But that's it. Now I don't think we will patch up and be like, hey, we are friends again or something, because we've matured over time, and it's over. Maybe if we connect again, we'll be like, hey, how are you? And that's it. You know?
Right.
There's something else also. Sometimes that personality growth is there. So, like for me, when I'm hanging out with my friends, I rather be a bit more childish.
Okay.
And if the other person is vibing like an adult and he's acting more mature, then that connection is lost. So over time, people change.
Right.
Someone who was childish with you 5 years ago, maybe now they don't want to be childish with you. So then that friendship also will have a, very rocky kind of a friendship. But at the same time, if you are maturing with that person, then the friendship will,
The friendship grows together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people change, friendships can change. So
Yeah, the people change thing is true. Because I'm having even in this circle, I'm the only single guy here. Right, Jessica?
Technically, yes.
so that's
I don't even know what that means, but I guess we'll have a conversation after this. But then to me, it was very tough to be okay. Hi, Budhini. Love and cherish you. It was very tough to have to hang out with my friends when they're with their partner. Hey, Budhini, how's it going? We're still good. Because I know that when they're with their partners, they become somebody else. And then I feel very, I don't know, I think it was just left out because you're not who you were with me now that you're with this other person. And great for you, I'm really happy for you. But at the same time, a part of me is like, what happened? And I'm finding that even in my close circle right now, they've all moved on, right? School friends, the gym buggers, you guys. So I have now learned that, like you guys said, people grow up, and then it is on you to either mature with that person and try and meet them halfway, right? You can't hang out with that person as much. You can't meet that person ever again. But you can't meet that person as much as you used to, and that's okay. It's just that new things are happening. It's on you at that point whether you want to keep up with the new things and be acceptive of that, and then find a slot where it works for the both of you as opposed to it just being all about you.
just to add to that. So when I'm with you and you, sometimes with you, I go.
We all love Geshika, okay? I just want to let it be known. 1 hour and 15 minutes later, we all love Geshika.
No, so I can be very childish when I'm with you. Yes. I can be very childish with you. With her, I have to pick my moments. I'm being honest. I can't be childish with her all the time. She'll kick me out of the house.
Right.
So, but with my wife, if I am to be childish, then she will kick me out of the house.
Right.
So that's why when I'm hanging out with my wife, I have to act like the mature. I mean, I'm still not 100% mature, but maybe up it by 50%.
Right.
So then that stupid childish things I had to reduce a bit because I don't want her to see me as a goofy kid,
right.
Because I wanted to see me as the man of the house.
Yeah, and then where we get the disconnect is because I'm just used to you being that.
Yeah. So that is why I try to make it a habit that if we are having a guide time, I explain to her, I'm having a moment with Amanda, can I have it? And
right.
That's why I tend to, unless we are hanging out as a group, then I will bring her.
Right.
But if we're having a guy time or, when we are meeting for heart to hearts or, when it's those moments, I try to explain to her. So she gets it. Okay. Because when she's there, you're not as open. I'm not as open.
Yeah.
When she's not there, we are more open. We bond harder. So those are the sacrifices you make as a friend.
Right.
You need to adjust. Even one day you're going to find a woman. You're going to get married. You'll have to go through it. It's going to happen to everyone.
Right.
But as a friend, when someone calls you, and especially if you are the wife of someone like Amanda, or whoever has a group guy friends, you need to understand that they need that time also.
Yeah.
It's not like they're coming to bitch about you. They're coming to just
Vent it.
Vent.
Yeah.
It's not about you. It's about life itself. Like when we hang out, we're like, this problem, that problem. Or sometimes we're not even talking about it. We're just talking about one stupid movie.
Stupid.
Literally
silly,
the dumbest
silly.
shit.
Yeah.
Dumbest shit. Sometimes we're not talking sense.
We don't.
If you see our WhatsApp group, it's just a bunch of
Yeah.
memes,
The
parts of
stickers and
stickers and all that. So
And a lot of people on Geshika.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah, so has a friend, has a wife of a friend. Like if your husband's like, I want some guy time, please excuse him for a couple of hours. I mean, just don't abuse it. Don't go and drink hours and hours and come home like 5 in the morning with another woman. That is abusing that right?
And if as a partner you're okay with that, kudos to you.
Okay. So don't abuse that good faith that your wife is giving you.
Fair.
I'm talking in the guy's perspective. I don't know in the women's perspective. Is it the same? Do you need to vent like that, or do you just bitch on each other, or you just hate all women?
No, I think you need.
There were 3 different options.
I think for women, I think you need me time, and also you.
I mean, guys need me time also. I mean, no,
I
you don't.
think you're.
My right hand will say otherwise.
Yes.
And yeah, you, if you have your close friends, you will go and speak to them. That's that. But again, it depends on your personality, how you want to do it. I'm a person who doesn't like to talk much about my personal things. So, if I'm going through something, I might tell you that I'm going through
No,
something.
you won't.
No, I'll say that bit.
No, we'll know after everything's done.
After Geshika was admitted to the hospital, the hospital goes, yeah, Masha.
She went through a lot.
Just 5 times she hit me, alright? Every time I tell the truth, Geshika hits me.
No. So I'm not a person who shares like that. I'm not a person who is open like that.
Right.
But again, it depends on how you are and as a person, what your personality is to all that.
Do you think that as a friend group that's been together for the past 25 years, we would like to know that part of you?
Absolutely. We would like to be there for you.
You guys have been there for me.
Once everything's done,
She was in the hospital for a week. We came the last 2 hours.
yeah, because no one told us.
Ah, okay.
No, so that's completely different. No, so
It's the
that's
same thing.
That's like the
You would get
simplest.
as upset with me if I didn't tell you something as serious is
Yeah.
happening. Oh.
no, but at the same time, I don't want to bother you guys. So
It's not a
No, it's not a bother.
No, that's the thing, right? You can't view it as a one-way street where it's
If
not
it's
a bother for you.
if it's a bother, we'll tell you. Oh, sorry, I can't come today.
Yeah.
We'll be honest with you, but we want to help you. So stop being a sakalabuja. Yeah, she's not even in Kodakaisu.
Because I still remember so when my father passed away during the pandemic, it was a lockdown, right? And at that moment, when the hush, the busyness is over, like it was the same day. I didn't know what to do and all that, but during the lockdown, you came that day, and that meant a lot to me. I mean, I know Buddhini was there.
that was the first time I met Buddhini as well.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God, I
so
would.
not the water's edge.
No.
You just said that was the first time you met.
The craziest thing is...
No, the first time you met was
Yeah.
that
During
day.
your
craziest
fa-
thing is 25 years of this shit, you can't remember where she fucking saw you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I met Buddhini first time. Yeah,
at
at
my
your
place
yeah,
that
at your
night,
place.
it was late.
You write
night.
down a text her. That's where you saw me.
It was late night, and you when you came, I was like, shit, I'm so glad I saw you, like, because it was not an easy moment. You were there for me, right? And that thing was like I don't know how to explain it. It's not a burden. I'm not trying to.
Look at Kesh, gleaming with pride.
Yeah, man, you should be proud. You should be proud to be a good friend. Because good friends are very rare.
So it's like we being each other, there for each other. It's never a burden. If it's a burden, we will say I'm not coming.
Yeah. I think that happened to me with Archie when you guys came all the way to fucking Ingria.
Oh shit!
Ah, yeah, we went
Yes,
to
we
Ingiriya.
came to Ingiriya in your car.
Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, we loved it. That was a good trip.
Oh, hey, yeah, it was a great thing.
Yeah.
But-
what did we?
We had a lot of food that day.
We had a
Yeah,
lot
that
of
makes
food.
sense too, yeah. That sounds right.
And we were thinking how the land was going to be divided.
Yes, we were having that conversation.
We were like, I hope Amanda gets this part.
Bungalow and then the land.
We were like, I hope Amanda gets this part, and then we can have a pool here and we can play here.
With the view.
Yeah. Did you get anything?
Nope.
Damn!
You only wish hard enough, bro. But I understand what Vajra means because at that time, look, it's not that I was that close with Archie. I was close, absolutely. But it was, okay, so Archie passed away. Okay, people are coming, people are going, yeah. When y'all came, then it hit. Fuck, Archie's gone. Yeah, and my friends actually made the effort. It wasn't a call, it wasn't a text, it was, and that's what counts.
Yeah.
So.
What if it's someone who wants to deal with it alone and find friends coming as a bird? Like maybe she's that personality.
Then you have to be vocal about it.
No, I don't find
We're
you
not
guys
saying, we're not saying that. We're not saying that. We're not saying that. We're not saying
I'm
that.
not saying that you guys are a bird. I just, yeah.
No. You misunderstood me.
Yeah.
Like,
what if they don't want
yeah,
to?
sometimes I like to do things by myself and I don't want
What
anyone.
about you, man? Just
Yeah, and people coming to help may seem like a burden to me.
I think it's the communication, right?
yeah.
I mean, when we have certain episodes like that, it's important come on.
Use our words as adults and say, brother, right now, I would just need some time.
Yeah.
And then we can respect that. But I can't play guessing games. Like, we're all adults.
I think that's where things go wrong, when the guessing game. We just assume they will understand how we feel is a wrong approach.
It's a terrible fucking approach.
It's a wrong approach in anything. Anything, I don't think, whether it's a friendship or anything.
Whether it's lasted 25 years or 5 years or 2 days, nobody knows how you're thinking. Like we discussed, right? People grow and your thinking grows.
Yeah.
So even if you guys, at one point, we used to always hang out and then that changed and now I just like to deal with things myself. My telling you, bro, I need some space, is something that I should do from my side and should be respected from the other side.
Yeah.
Nah, Masha, you know you're alone, blah, blah, blah. That makes no sense. So being vocal about it with a friendship or even a relationship is I think, key to making it work.
Isn't like most of the things we spoke about today, it's very close to a relationship, right? Like,
yeah, good friendships are good relationships.
yeah, like it's like dating but without the sex.
Exactly.
Nice way to look at it.
That's a weird fucking logic.
So I want to ask a question.
Oh my god! I could ask Gesh first.
I'll go jump. Gesh needs time to think.
Alright, first, So
Yeah.
I'll ask
Is
the
it
question from me. You prepare, it's going to come for you.
Is it multiple choice?
Right? No.
A.
So, like
B.
So the do you think
No.
a friend,
Probably, yeah, most of the time.
a friends fabricate the person who you are?
Yes, absolutely. They influence your personality.
No.
Absolutely.
Explain the question again.
Like the friends you hang around with
Fabricate your personality.
fabricate your
Yes,
personality?
absolutely.
In the sense, in my head, you're a different person than actually who you are.
Yeah.
Or do I influence you?
It influences you.
Yeah.
Your
absolutely.
lifestyle, your
are with some
mindset.
of the 5 people you hang out with the most. Like you will, through repeated behaviors, you will learn certain behavior. From what I've known at least. Geshka, you can answer after this, okay? From what I know at least, because we're such...
I thought I was first.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Go for it. Yeah, my bad.
Get big to me.
Go on.
I will keep my insightful answer, your answer,
take it,
answer,
take it.
and never go for that. Give me a water, Geshka.
Go on.
Go.
It's okay. No. Go. That's okay. We'll wait. We'll wait.
We'll sing the That's So Bro theme song while he drinks it.
Sing the national anthem of Dhamma School.
First, that is the end of the show.
Rejoice. Oh, okay.
So, tell us your answer.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Such a
Gesh.
Oh, hey, yo. Oh, hey, fine. I'll say my answer. It's because we're herd animals. And it's a survival thing.
Yeah.
True.
Can I come back to him? Is it okay if I ask him?
I'm still done with
Yeah.
my
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So, today I just had eggs in the morning. Yeah,
Go on.
Yeah, absolutely. The people that you hang out with influences your personality like a lot.
Yeah.
So, hang out with Amanda, for example, has made me especially when I'm going to hang out with him, has made me think twice about what I'm going to wear. And now, because of him, like usually I just buy whatever. I don't care what the shirt is as long as it fits. Now when I buy a shirt, I look at the color and lines and all that things. Yeah, like he likes these weird line color things, and so I look at those. So now my cupboard's actually more colorful. If not, usually I only have this like dark colors. And
now he wears the stripe one.
Yeah, stripe. Stripe.
He wore it back to back.
Yeah, so now my cupboard's full of very colorful clothes, and that was the time he made me wear red pants, and now that doesn't fit, so I'm back to normal pants again. But yeah, so hanging out with Amanda has made me do weird things with clothing which nowhere in hell I would have done. Hanging out with Amanda has also inspired me to go back to the gym. So I went with him, now I'm going alone. Trying to eat healthier again. But at the same time, I hang out with friends who are more into the drinking and more into the partying. So then when I hang out with them, I'm influenced by them also. So that personality also comes into me. Like, Machan said, boom, boom, and that alcoholic stuff also happens. So that's why you need to find a right balance. You know, you should have good friends, and unfortunately sometimes you will have bad friends. You can't just be like, oh, you're bad, and that is something you learn in life. Like as you get older, you yourself will understand, okay, if I stay with this guy, my liver's gonna die. Yeah. If I stay with this guy, I'm gonna lose all my money. Yeah. If I stay with this guy, I'm probably gonna get STD. So you have friends like that, right? You get no.
He was my friend.
Yeah. All right. All right. So you need to be influenced by them, and at the same time, as an adult, understand what is a good influence on you. So your question, absolutely yes, you are influenced by your friends. That's why they say always talk to friends who are talking business. You know, people who are talking about investing, people who are talking about gymming, people who are talking about going forward in life, rather than people who are like, fuck that guy. Because of that guy, I could have been, but he's not moving, he's stuck. And if you stay with that, you're also going to get stuck because you're going to get that mentality. So that's the saying. I cannot remember the saying exactly. It's about investing.
It's an energy that gets passed on to you as well, right?
Yeah.
If it's positive energy around you, of course, that is going to influence you as well.
Yeah, so always pick good friends. Again, as a kid.
And again, everyone that you hang out with is also not your friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Yeah. So
some
you just hang out with people, but it does not make them your friend.
Like if you do good, they kind of want to bring you down. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but then that's on you for having that friendship.
Yeah.
Thing is, you don't understand that till you get older. Those things come with experience.
Oh, okay, fine.
Like as a 20-year-old, you probably don't know who your bad friends are.
Right, okay, fair.
As you come closer to 35, 40, when you're geisha's age, then probably you'll figure it out.
I thought geisha's older. Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry. Yeah, my bad.
With experience, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why her friends is dots, like her friend circle.
That's why we still stood the test of time.
Yeah.
Really good friends.
She doesn't.
She can't remember how she
can't remember.
Oh shit, but at least you're here.
I bet Kai remembers how he met me the first time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
What about you?
Your question. His question has to go to Gesh.
Yeah. So I asked this question, you have to answer. But you said
I did.
She just wrote off my answer. Yeah.
That's an MCQ answer, yeah.
Yes.
That's how I am, right? Unless otherwise, it's a specific
I agree.
question.
All right. I'm going to ask another question, which Gesh probably doesn't know the answer to.
Can you ask her first?
Your funniest memory of this friendship. The funniest, like if someone wants, like someone's about to die and the only way to save them is to tell a story about the four of us or the three of us, and it's the funniest story you can think of. What story would you say?
Funniest? There are fond memories. I remember you guys coming to our place once.
Our place meaning?
To my house.
We swam in underwear.
Yeah.
The pool!
That
is cool.
The pool!
Ever since that day, I've been trying really hard to recreate it, but she doesn't invite all of us at the same
Yeah,
time.
of course. We jumped in there
Like I'm free the next couple of days.
What
so
happened was we were invited to Jeshika's very fancy apartment. This is the same fancy apartment where she'll cook for you without cooking.
You're using the wrong word. Luxurious apartment.
Luxurious. Right. Money.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a separate pool for swimming in the money and there's a separate pool for actually water stuff. But it's also sparkling water, right? It's proper stuff.
Oh yeah. Right.
I don't know why we did it though.
No, so we were hanging out.
Right.
We were hanging out and we asked Gesh.
You wanted to.
I'm the
come
one.
to- Yeah,
We were hanging out and then I was like, let's call Amanda. Let's call. I came first
You came first.
Yeah, for something
and
else.
Then you came
for something.
some banking thing.
Some banking thing. I'm
Some
like,
banking
I'm
thing.
free. Let's
Yeah.
call Amanda. Amanda, you were home. You live 5 minutes away.
Yeah, yeah.
Poop, you came. This bugger was on the way home after work. Poop, he came. We're like, what do we do? There's a pool. Let's swim. But we don't have swimming clothes. Hey, we are 3 grown boys.
But then to be fair, by the time Vajra came, we were anyway in the pool.
Yeah, yeah.
And we said, Vajra, you want to jump in the pool? He said, I didn't have time. I was like, none of us do. Oh yeah, duck. That's it. They just said, oh yeah, 1, 2, and then he was in the pool.
That's actually, I don't know, it's not the funniest story, but it's one of the happiest memories I have.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, I
Do you
think.
remember the lightning?
No.
Yes, I remember the lightning.
Oh, yeah, it was. The thing is,
Yeah, it was lightning.
I've been trying to recreate that moment forever. She just refuses to invite you guys.
That was such a carefree day, right? Like we didn't care who would see. We were just in our underwear.
Did we have pizza?
Yeah, we had food
Yeah.
afterwards. I can't remember.
I think we had
And we were commando the entire night. Right?
what else to wear?
Yeah.
Jay was there.
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
yes.
Damn.
You were not the only girl there.
Yeah, Jay was there.
Jay was there. Atam was there.
Tama. My mother.
Hand mother.
Handmother, yeah. Handmother was there?
Hand mother was there.
Upstairs.
Upstairs.
Tama
Upstairs,
was there.
No, like we went up commando.
Ah, fair enough.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was wearing office clothes without.
I don't think she knows what commando is.
I don't remember.
Commando is without underwear.
Yeah,
Okay.
It
But
was in my
other clothes
pocket.
were there. Other clothes were there.
I don't remember any of this.
We hanged undies
You
in
don't
your
remember
balcony.
anything.
Not the good ones. She remembers her at least. Hey man, at least.
So that was one of the.
Jay, right? You remember how you met Jay,
But honestly, that is.
Jay was in the dump school.
Jay was in the dump
yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jay was
honestly,
there, yeah.
So honestly, that's one of my happier memories, and I've tried to recreate it several times, but I've been denied. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whenever she's ready, we can do it again.
I think we should just invade it.
Yeah.
We can't
Call
enter.
Kavi.
We can't enter. Kavi would be all
Kavi's
into it,
good, yeah.
man. You think Kavi will jump in his undies?
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, he will.
I'm sure it won't be the first time.
And something like that, similar to that. Anything you have?
Just a lot of Dharma school stuff, dude. The Master Chinkun thing to me just is the cake.
Were you there when I dropped water on the monk, on a chief guest, by accident?
No?
It was prize giving. Also at CIS. I think a couple of years after.
How?
You were there. You were there.
I'm pretty sure I was. How did you manage that?
So I was backstage because I told our master in charge, Mr. D, that I do not want to be on the stage because So I told Mr. D I don't want to be on stage because I'm wearing a sarong and I'm not confident in it and I'm nervous and I don't want to do anything stupid because stupid
was
things
the
happen to
prize.
me.
Right.
So I was backstage helping and all that, and then somehow I had to give water to one of the chief guests. And I walked on stage. There was cameras and lights, and I stamped my own sarong. It was not in CIS, it was at BMICH.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
It was at
maybe.
BMICH. It wasn't CIS, it was at BMICH. And I fell full flat. And the tray and the water went
Did your sarana come off too?
No, I was just laying on the floor. I was like, what has happened? I just stayed there on the floor. Like, I was like, what
I
am I?
can't remember. Oh yeah?
You all were all there.
I'm
Sure, we would have laughed.
I'm sure I was just somewhere.
We were just laughing.
I just stayed on the floor. Like, I didn't want to move. I didn't want that moment to, like, I just wanted to pass. Like, I want to wake up and be like, not there. And then I got up and I looked and the chief guest was all soaking and like everyone's coming and putting tissues and cleaning it. I'm like just standing there like and somebody just held my hand and took me backstage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Geshika?
No, it wasn't. It was another sir.
Okay.
And then the rest of the entire press I was just told to sit. And I was just shaking like, oh my God, what did I do? Oh my God, what did I do? It was like so bad. But I remember you guys making fun of it.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
That probably. Yeah.
Like you guys were like, hey, Yasha, here's a cup of water. Hey, Yasha, We went to Dynamo after that and you all made fun of it.
Okay. That sounds like
That sounds more like.
sounds like
it,
us,
No, I don't remember her being there though.
yeah, Geshika was there.
BMICH prize giving, I think we have a picture. One of you
On
were
the
not
floor.
Yeah,
on the floor.
That is much younger. This happened much after that.
Oh,
when we
really?
were much older. That was like a first prize.
That
No,
was
I
one of the
think
first.
BMICH.
No, we didn't have much.
No, we had 2 or 3.
Really?
When
No,
the
I
Buddhist
think
channel
2.
became big, they started doing it there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a posh school. No?
When the Buddhist channel became bigger and bigger, they shifted it all from CIS. It went to.
That
Oh
place
my
was
God.
triggering us to do notorious things. Like,
He was like, try.
let's do something, dog.
So that's
So
a.
you guys did everything other than learning.
Hey, I
Yeah.
passed
What?
everything.
What did you pass?
I passed Dhammachari.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh,
I know that. I know that because Yoshan says that.
I say that all the time when people
Yoshan says
put
that
me
a
down.
lot.
I think I only passed
Mahanama
2 YMBA exams.
Mahanama sir has kicked
I
me
did
out of the
too.
class for arguing
I-
with him.
Me and Yasita were sitting right next to each other.
You would have
We
never.
were. It's just a
I
second-hand
remember
printout.
I just never went for the exams. And the one time I went for the exams, I remember at one point it was just really so hot that somebody did, and I think it was Yasiru, where he pulled up his serum like up to here somewhere, and I was just doing this.
He actually
Has to
did.
be us, you know?
We had it in Borella. Can you remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
YMBA.
YMBA.
YMCA?
YMBA.
YMBA.
And wasn't everybody cheating anyway?
Yeah, we all were copying. I've never.
No,
No.
I didn't look at you, bro.
Okay, I was copying.
I was too scared.
Hey, bro, fine, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
I was way too scared to do that because if that leaks to my mom, death sentence. So
That was the truth.
yeah, copying stuff I've been very scared to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, we passed shit through water bottles and windows and pencils.
My mom was very strict.
Like holding the paper like this.
Just you go, one person distracts the teacher, and the other person just goes, pop, pop, and you just switch papers.
Can't be Dharmacharya or any in
No,
I mean-
I didn't do that much.
Yeah,
That-
so-
Did haven't done
No,
that.
that-
normal papers. I'm sure you guys would have done that, but I don't think
The
that's
final
the
paper you can't.
final paper or any.
Final
Why,
paper.
you wrote it.
Yeah, she wrote it.
I
So-
wrote it,
All
obviously.
for a second, get it.
Otherwise, how can I start?
When I wrote it, only
Yeah.
4 people were in the class,
Oh yeah.
and we were like put in the 4 corners. And
The 4 noble truths.
And the
Right, can't say that. No. Takshi, one.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Four corners.
the examiner was in the
Southeasters.
center, and he kept walking around.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What's in the paper?
So there's 2 papers. There's actually 3 papers. Paper 1 is Life of the Buddha.
Okay.
Paper 2 is Abhidhamma. No, paper 2 is Dhamma. Third paper is Abhidhamma with Pali.
With Pali.
Pali. You can
We didn't
choose.
have Pali.
We didn't learn Pali, so we had
Yeah.
to do Abhidhamma.
Abhidhamma, yeah.
What a bunch of losers.
So no one taught us Pali. There was no teacher.
There was no teacher, so we only did Abhidhamma.
And Mahanama sir was the Abhidhamma sir.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember him.
So-
Such a humble teacher.
And Miss Soma, no?
We never got.
There was a,
I never got Miss Soma.
You remember we were just going to the class we wanted to go?
Yeah.
We never.
Yes. Thank you. Like, reduce it. Thanks.
We were never in the same class. Like,
We had things to do, brother. We
yeah.
had people to see.
We're going to go to that class today.
All right. So another question about friendship,
Yep.
because we seem to be forgetting that this is about Geshiga talking about friendship. If a friend was to betray you, would you give them a chance, or are they forever let go?
Does his friend have a name?
No. let's call her Takshani.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
So let's say Takshani did something.
Why are you looking at me and asking?
Because I'm asking you the
asking you
question.
Oh, okay. all right.
Who else is so
Did you just
Am I
forget?
call a friend?
Did you just forget that I'm asking the question? Let's say Takshani has done something bad. Let's say not as bad as sleeping with your husband. Let's say
Who's your boyfriend?
not boy. No, I don't think her boyfriend's a nice guy. Let's say Takshani has told lies about you to your colleagues at work, and you get to know, right? And now you're really pissed off. And this person is a really close friend of yours. You've been with her forever, and you guys have probably shared the same underwear. I don't know.
What girls do, right?
Would you forgive her? And if so, would that affect the friendship going forward? That's a question for all of you.
Yeah.
It will definitely affect the friendship.
Like, you will not go back to the way it was,
No.
or will you let
Never.
go of that person
It depends, Yoshan. So,
if that person has money?
no. Most likely it will not go back to what it was. I really don't think so. Because, see, friendship is about how much you can trust a person, how much you can, I mean, as I told you, like generally when it comes to friendships, we don't judge, right? So if at all, if I have shared something or if that person has the guts to go and talk behind my back, then there's no friendship there, right?
Okay, fine.
So I really don't think that I'll give that person a second chance. And I don't miss that sort of a friendship as well.
Yeah.
So,
Is that the first answer you gave for the whole podcast?
That's the first proper
Yeah,
answer you gave.
proper answer.
Yeah, like not some scripted shit. She was just reading off.
Good job. You've improved. This is how personality growth happens. Right in front of
No,
us.
we can choose to grow with Keshika. Or remember Keshika to be
no, I don't remember most of the things.
Yeah,
that
clearly.
you guys
Apparently,
said.
yeah.
Like we know, for 1 hour and 42 minutes, we've been saying that you don't know, you can't remember shit.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember. And anyways.
It's not worth my time, guys.
All right, Amanda, please
Yeah,
tell
bro.
me about what would you do? What?
Mama, domestic violence, kids say no to this shit, alright? Just because she's a girl doesn't mean you can't hit her back. I would say the severity of it, but I think Yeshika makes a point. Like once you ruin that, the trust you have in a person, it's hard to bring it back to what it was before. I think it is once that glass breaks, it just breaks. And I know this from both parts because I've been the one to break that glass, and that glass has broken for me too. And no matter how much you try after that, it just does not go back to it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree. In a friendship, the friendship is a thing where we hang around with them quite often, and it's not something like, like the same example you said, you go to a friend, you want to vent it. When you vent out the problems that you have in your life, and if the friend takes that for granted, that means that person is not suitable to be your friend to vent out. Your reason you're venting is your either the stress you have in your life, your marriage or kids and things like that. You're trying to find that reason to feel good with your friend. And if your friend is taking that for granted and going behind your back and exposing or telling other people what you're going through without your consent and things like that, then that it's no point you consider that person as a friend to, go to it, and it's not worth it.
All right, that's good. Deep. One last question before we wrap things up. This is mostly for you and you. He's going to be in more hot water than you.
Oh.
Who's going to answer the question first?
I will take the birth for the both of you and say Yeshika.
All right, cool. Thanks, man. I also wanted her to do it.
Jeez.
Is your husband your best friend?
Hey, I'm leaving the chat.
And if it's a no...
From this table, who is?
No.
Ah, damn.
How does that affect your relationship? And why is it a no? If it's a yes, then again, the same.
Okay, is my husband my best friend?
You have to be truthful. Don't be like, yes, it's my best friend because he gives me all the nutritions that I need. No, I don't want that.
He's not going to watch the podcast anyway, so very good.
He might.
He might. Yeah.
Kaya, I like you, Kavi. If she says no, you can hang up.
See, Kavi and I share most of the things. No. Kavi and I share most of the things. I think in my life, if I'm going through something, and I think we openly communicate about things. That's something. Okay. Sorry. We openly communicate about things, whether it's how I feel, or sometimes, there are certain things, especially in family, right? There are certain things which happens to us, or if you don't have that communication going, or if you don't really share your part of the story with your partner, I think then that's where your relationship ends, because you need to have that friendship also in your partner. If not, I feel that's what keeps your relationship or your marriage going. So To answer your question, Yoshani, yes. Whether I
So-
share most of the things
Yes,
with
as in
him.
he is your best friend.
He is my best friend. But there are things that I share with my, other friends as well. Like sometimes there may be certain things that I share with you guys or with my other friends that I might not share with Kavi. It does not make him, any
Less
less.
of a best friend.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Very diplomatic, no? Yes, but I
දෙපැත්තම
have.
ගහුවා
දෙපැත්ත ගහුවා. හරියට උත්තරයක් දුන්නේ නැහැ ඒක.
That's why she passed the exam.
Very grey, the answer is very grey. ඒක bisect කරා නම් හරියට උත්තරයක් නැහැ ඒක. හරි ඔයා කියන්නකෝ රත්තරන්. You want to sit share so you can look at your wife as you answer?
No.
Look in the eyes.
Not saying because she's here, but I think I'm not that I think I know Buddhini is the best friend I have. The reason I'm saying is during my hardest times and during my happiest times in my life, I think as a grown as person, Buddhini has been there. And more than the happiest ones, the hardest times, Buddhini has been there for me. And I have grown. I can see I have grown because of Buddhini. So Buddhini is my best friend. And
Can you turn the camera to her face? Look at that.
Yeah.
Glow.
the like
Positively
you said,
glowing.
we go to our other best friends to vent, and like Yesh said, we discuss things, and it's part and parcel of human nature. We have someone so special for us, and that person is always going to be special. And then we also have you guys around, like, it's I think it's just the human nature. We need people to vent, we need people to talk to, and at the same time it doesn't make any less of the other person. It's the beauty of it, of a best friendship.
It's different also, right?
Yeah.
It's different.
Ahmad, I have one question for you. It's a bit personal though. Us getting into a relationship and us getting married and all that, do you think that has affected our friendships with you? And do you feel under pressure by it? Is it a negative effect on you, or how have you been coping? Like,
Under pressure in what sense?
look at the camera, man.
I am.
You're
I
looking at the screen.
Under pressure in what sense?
Like, do you feel like, okay, everyone is in a relationship, no one's there to hang out with me now, or like the time we give you is less than it was before? Does that affected you negatively? Has our personalities changed from what it was before?
I think this comes back to what I said earlier as well. It is, I've noticed that there's been a significant change in who you guys have been before and who you are now with your partner. If I was to get the specifics of it, you burp less. We're all fucking clapping for that, bro.
Thank you, Buddhini.
Yeah, God bless you.
But that's what turns her on, I know.
Whatever works. Yes, I do feel that.
Look at the camera, man.
Yes, I do feel that as we've grown, I've lost a part of you, guys, in general. But then either I choose to accept that and move on with it and cherish what little time I get with you guys. Or I tend to just find faults and say, yeah, but you're not who you were with me. I can say that, which again is true. And the truth is very subjective as well. But that is me being a terrible friend to you, because what I'm doing there is shunning your growth. Do I feel happy at all when I'm hanging out with your partner? Yes and no. Yes, because I am now a part of that family as well. No, because I don't get to enjoy you as much. But then that's where maturity comes in. You know what I mean? So I can't say, yeah, I enjoy a certain part of this person, because in our heads, we've always painted each other to be a certain thing, right? I won't get that 100%. But then, yeah, but I get a different side of you. And what you should be able to do as a growing adult is, am I looking at you enough? What I should be doing as a growing adult. No, you wanted this, bro. All right. What I should be doing as a grown adult is to be accepting of that part of you as well. and see, because as it goes down, Geishika is going to have 3 more kids as well, right? so when that happens, you should be able to grow with your friends and not let it get in the way, and let go of your ego just a bit, so that your friendship truly flourishes. Because no tree is it's not just a bud, right? It grows through all the phases. You should be able to grow that. So yes and no.
Yes and no. All right. So with that, we're going to wrap up this episode. That has been That's So Bro episode number 50. With our very close friend Geishika and our very close friend Wajira and our absolute close friend Amanda. And it has been quite a ride, and I hope another 250 years of friendship.
250 sounds good.
Yeah.
Next life.
Yeah, in our next life as well. And I want to thank you guys for being there. It's been an incredible ride. And I guess buckle up. This ride's not ending anytime soon, I guess. Hey?
Yeah.
Nope.
And I think finally you should also tell your friends that. Like, you should every once in a while let your friends know how much they mean to you.
Go ahead. Tell them.
I love you guys, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for watching the episode. I'll see you guys soon. That's so, bro.
සොබාදහමට නීතියක් තියෙනවා. හැම ක්‍රියාවකටම ප්‍රතිවිපාකයක් තියෙනවා. පාප කර්ම වලින් ගැලවෙන්න මිනිස්සු ගැට ගැහුවට සමහරක් පාප සාප බවට හැරෙනවා. සොබා ධර්මයේ සාපින් කිසි කෙනෙකුට ගැලවීමක් නැහැ.